Hello, this is Maven, and welcome to my channel. If today felt emotionally heavy, take this moment for yourself. The topic of this video is called Why Leaving a Narcissist Feels So Hard. Many survivors describe a moment when they realized something important. They knew the relationship was unhealthy. They understood the manipulation. And yet, leaving still felt incredibly difficult. This experience often creates confusion. Because logically, once we recognize that a relationship is harmful, it may seem like walking away should be very simple. But emotionally, the situation often feels so much more complicated. Understanding why leaving a narcissistic relationship can feel so difficult can help bring clarity to this experience. When people look at a toxic relationship from the outside, they sometimes ask a question that survivors hear. Why didn't you just leave? But survivors know that relationships are rarely that simple. There may have been real emotional attachment, shared experiences, or moments when the relationship felt meaningful. In addition, narcissistic relationships often involve cycles of emotional intensity. There may be periods of conflict, followed by moments of affection or reassurance. These cycles create powerful emotional bonds that make separation feel far more complicated than it appears from the outside. One factor that contributes to this difficulty is the psychological pattern known as intermittent reinforcement. And with intermittent reinforcement, the pattern is positive experiences appearing in unpredictable manner within a relationship. Moments of kindness, affection, or attention may occur after periods of tension or conflict. Because these positive moments are not consistent, they can feel emotionally powerful. The brain begins to anticipate the return of those rewarding moments. This pattern can strengthen attachment, even when overall the relationship feels unstable. As a result, leaving the relationship can feel emotionally similar to withdrawing from something the brain has become so accustomed to expecting. Understanding this dynamic can help explain why the decision to leave often involves both emotional strength and time. If leaving the relationship felt difficult, it doesn't mean you lacked awareness or strength. In many cases, it reflects the psychological dynamics that developed within the relationship itself. Many survivors find that once distance is created and clarity begins to grow, the emotional intensity gradually fades. What once felt overwhelming becomes easier to understand, and the perspective gained through recovery often leads to deeper insight into relationship patterns moving forward. Healing from narcissistic relationships often involves recognizing that leaving requires courage, even if the process took time. Every step away from a harmful dynamic represents a movement towards something healthier, a life where emotional safety becomes possible again. And with each stage of healing, survivors often rediscover something that they may have felt distant during the relationship. They find their own strength again and their ability to create a future that reflects their well-being. Thank you for listening. I'm Maven from Narc Free Maven. My goal with these short videos is to create a calm, steady space for people healing from narcissistic and emotional abuse, a place where your mind can slow down, your nervous system can breathe, and you can begin to find clarity again, one step at a time. If this video brought you any sense of comfort or peace tonight, I invite you to subscribe and click the notification bell so you can be gently notified whenever a new calming ASMR recovery video is uploaded. You don't have to figure everything out at the moment. Just focus on taking care of yourself, one moment at a time. Until next time, be gentle with yourself, breathe deeply, and remember, clarity changes everything.